Hi, I'm Tim Bartz, Internet Sales Manager here at McArthur Ford in Salina, Kansas. Your source for Ford news, update, and information with a video on the 2023 Ford Super Duty. We are working our way through the complete guide videos where we cover all the standard equipment, plus the different packages and standalone options available for each of the different trims. And we worked our way to the Platinum trim. It'll be dedicated to this. Now, if you like videos like this, you might like to watch some of the videos and watch our channel. So hit that red subscribe button down below so you can subscribe over the channel. Hit the notification bell. That way you can get notified next time another video uploaded to our YouTube channel. So again, like I mentioned, we're going to go through this, going to cover all the equipment. We're going to use Ford's build and price and such to keep you updated and kind of go over this information with you. So it's going to be a very long, lengthy video, so probably more than an hour long. So feel free to use its timestamps down below. That's what they're there for. This is a resource video for you, so you can see what's included in this and move around. So you can check the different packages and different parts of it. If you want to revisit something, use those timestamps and those chapters down in the video. Whether you're watching this on a phone, tablet, or even your desktop, you can move around in the video all you need to, and that's what those are there for. So let's go ahead and we're going to jump in and start with talking about some of the mechanical features. So let's start with mechanical features, and to do this, we're actually going to use Ford's website, their build and price website, and to be able to kind of go through this with us. So let's go ahead and get this over here to the screen. So there you go, Ford.com. Go to trucks and vans, and we're going to go to the 2023 Super Duty build and price. So we're going to go over here, and when you do that, you're going to go in here and be able to, first thing you need to do is select your configuration here based on what you're looking for, whether it be a 250, 350, 450, and such. Now, let's kind of show you on the Platinum trim. It's only available in the Crew Cab version. So if we go to Super Cab, you can see there's what's available for us. Is you have XL, XLT Lariat. Platinum is not a choice in there. So it is only available in the Crew Cab. Not available in regular cab either, if you want to look at that, but only available in the Crew Cab. Once we select Crew Cab, you'll see the Platinum does show up here for the F250. So it will be available in the F250, the F350, and let's actually go and select that. So F350 as well. So as you can see there, F350 single and dually. So if I go to a dual rear wheel as well, there you go. It's still available there for us. So available in single or dually. And then even on the F450, it's available as well with the Platinum trim. Of course, those are only going to be dualies on those, but available in the Crew Cab configuration as well. And they actually have updated some pictures here for these recently, just in the last day or so, as I've been going through these videos. Some of them have not been on there. We're going to go through use the F250 as a guide here, and then hit the premium, the Platinum. You will see that price that starts with before you click on that. It does take a little while to reset here and go to there we go. So now we're going to actually use this. We're going to go and talk about the powertrain and the mechanical features first. So these are going to be standard, again, 4x4 and Crew Cab is the only configuration here for you. Now you can, for the engine, 7.3 liter V8 engine. That Godzilla engine is going to be standard on your F250s and F350s. And then on your F450s, it'll come standard with the 6.7 liter Power Stroke diesel engine for those configurations. So it depends on how you go. Now you can upgrade to these. We'll talk about that when we get to optional equipment, because we're going to break this down to standard and then optional. But your standard motor is going to be the 7.3 liter gas engine or 250s and 350s, and the diesel engine for the F450s. Whether you go with any of those motors, you're going to have the torque shift 10-speed automatic transmission with selectable drive modes. Normal, eco, you have a slippery mode and tow haul mode for those. And talk about the gear ratios here for a second. You do have well, before we get into that, let's talk about a couple things. This will come standard with your power steering. Also for your alternators, it's going to come standard with the dual alternators. So you're going to have a 12 volt, 250 amp alternator and a 24 volt, 150 amp alternator standard equipment on the Platinum edition here. Now for your front axle, the F250s and 350s will get a monobeam front axle with coilover spring suspension. The 450s will be the same way, except it's going to be a wide front track as well for the F450s. For your rear axles, now we'll get into this. Non-limit slip rear axle is standard on F250s and F350s. You're seeing 373 here. We'll actually break down and talk about those different ones. Depends on what you're looking for, what motor you choose will dictate what you're going to get. Now the F450s will come standard in the 430 limited slip axle. And we'll get more into the axles and those optional engines after we go over the standard equipment, and we'll start, or as we work through those different packages and such, we'll actually have break out in a different timestamp down below as you can see that timestamp for the axle information. So for the batteries, you will get a dual battery with this. That's going to come standard, 68 amp dual batteries. For your fuel tanks, anything, if you are a crew cab long bed, it's going to come with a 48-gallon fuel tank, whether it be a gas or diesel. If you have the short bed, it's going to come with a 34-gallon fuel tank, whether it's gas or diesel there. And then, of course, heavy-duty gas shocks, front stabilizer bar, hill start assist, traction control, and of course roll stability control like we've seen on all the other trims as well. So that's all mechanical features. Let's talk for a little bit about some safety features. There are some safety features that are specific to the Platinum, like the King Ranch. So let's go ahead and talk about those. Now we're going to talk about safety features, and really for the most part, the Platinum and the King Ranch share the same safety features. So if you did watch that video, you probably could skip this portion of the video. But for those of you that are just kind of watching this one for the first time and have not watched the other videos that we've been doing, let's go ahead and go through this. So for airbags, you're going to have a dual stage front airbag. Deploys a different size airbag, depends on how close you are to the front of the vehicle. You have a side impact airbag for those front seats that help protect from that side collision. And you have side curtain airbags that deploys down from the side, help protect that. We'll have a rollover sensor, so if the vehicle rolls over, you get braking glass and such to help protect and keep that away from the vehicle is the hope there. Advanced track with roll stability control. Hope the goal on that is to keep you on your intended path. It uses a series of brakes where it needs to on the different wheels to help keep you going where you need to be going. SOS post-crash alert system that honks the horns, flashes the lights if you're in an accident off the side of the road. 911 assist as well, that if you have that Bluetooth enabled phone in there, you're not able to get in the phone. If they know that you have a severe accident, you might need to call 911. It'll actually come over the speaker so that you can tell it to if you're not able to get to your phone. Does come with pre-collision assist with automatic emergency braking with front collision warning. So if the vehicle going in front of you is going slower than you, you're going to hit them. It alerts you and lets you know that. Series of tones that you need to stop. Puts a message on the productivity screen that that might hit that person, and preloads those brakes for you so that when you hit the brakes, it's going to brake even faster. Also get post-collision braking. So if you're in an accident, again, in that situation, maybe you're unconscious, not able to put it in park, it's going to brake the vehicle so you don't go out into traffic. In a more severe accident, I should say. Also intersection assist. So if you're turning across an intersection, car coming, it denotes that, it detects that, and it brakes the vehicle so you don't go out and get in front of them and get in an accident. Also do have the lane keeping system. So lane keeping system helps with this. Now the King Ranch and the Platinum get the lane keeping as well as a limited system. Some of the others only get a lane departure system. So let's talk a little bit about this. You get a driver alert system. So it's going to alert you if you take your hands off the steering wheel too often. And you get an aid system and alert system. So you can, if you have it set on that aid system, if you leave your lane, it's going to vibrate the steering wheel and let you know you've left your lane. Nice thing to have. Also, you do have the lane keeping system. So if it's going to get over there, it'll help keep you in your lane. So it'll get to those lines and come back. So lane keeping system is nice system to have. Also, you get advanced security package, which comes with security lock passive and a theft system, which means only the coded key can start the vehicle. So it locks out that steering column. Also, you do have the perimeter alarm with intrusion and inclination sensors. So basically, if somebody breaks the glass, if the vehicle's locked up, it's going to set those alarm off and let you know because it has a sensor inside there. That's that intrusion sensor that alerts, honks the horns, flashes lights, and everything. Inclination sensors would be if that's going to go up or down. So if they're trying to take your wheels, that kind of thing, it'll alert and let you know that as well. And then you do get the latch system, the lower anchors and tethers for children. It allows you to securely put those safety seats, whether it be front or rear facing car seats, securely into the seat belts without using the lap belts. It's more secure that way. You can tighten it a little bit tighter as well and make those kids a lot safer when they're positioned in those back seats. So that's all of our safety features. Let's talk about the exterior styling on the Platinum. So let's go ahead and look at the exterior styling here on the Super Duty Platinum Edition here. Of course, first off, starting at the front, the grille is going to be unique to the Platinum Edition. So it looks different than the King Ranch. It is going to have the chrome on here, but it's going to be a different finish. It's a satin chrome finish, a little different than that King Ranch with the satin chrome inserts as well. So those inserts will look different instead of the Caribou as well here on the front. So unique to the front. You will get LED projectors. So when you go up to the Platinum, you get, instead of getting LED reflector headlights, you're going to LED projector headlights. So a little bit brighter for you. Also, you can automatic headlights. So they'll come on automatic when it's dark, shut off when it gets light when you have in the automatic setting. Also, LED fog lights down here, and you'll notice the bezel around that is also going to be that satin finish. Chrome tow hooks on the front as well up here, so that's going to be all dedicated to this. Front running or daytime running lights as well, it's available, so you can have those headlights be on as during the daytime if you'd like to. Auto high beams as well, which means a lot like your automatic headlights. Those high beams will come on if it's dark enough outside, somebody approaches you, or if you're in the city lights, it's going to turn them off. Now, auto high beams as well as daytime running lights are both features that can be activated and deactivated in your lighting section of your vehicle settings screen. This will get your rain lamp headlights, which means if the wipers are on, the headlights will come on. Also, speaking of rain and wipers, rain sensing wipers. So if you have it in one of those intermittent settings, if it starts to rain, the wipers are going to turn on their own. The harder it starts to rain, the faster they're going to wipe. So there's a little sensor on the head, on the top of the windshield, so it knows how wet that is and whether it needs to wipe it and clear of that. For the bumpers up here, a little different than the King Ranch Edition, you're going to get body colored front bumpers up here. So in this case, we're looking at the Gate Black here, body colored bumpers up there. Also does have the front sensing system as well. So if you're getting close to anything, it'll sense that and alert you and let you know. Also, the chrome tow hooks I already mentioned, and your F350 dualies and your F450 dualies are going to have the LED, the roof. The clearance lights is what I like to call them. Roof marker lights are going to be up there on the top as well. So that's going to be how those are going to look right there. In fact, you know what? I forgot. Normally I talk about colors first. Let's talk about the colors before we get to the side of this vehicle. We do have a Gate Black metallic available. Star White metallic tri-coat. So tri-coat, 3 coats of paint. That's why it's an extra $1,000. We do have the Rapid Red tinted clear coat. So that clear coat, that's an extra $500 for that color off the standard color price. We do have the, I think that's iconic silver metallic. We have the Azure Gray. It is a tri-coat. Again, $1,000 for those tri-coats. We do have the antimatter blue metallic. And I believe the last one's carbonized gray metallic. So we'll leave it on carbonized gray so you can kind of see the difference there, what that looks like. Now, the wheel over here on the side on the Platinum Edition is going to be on the single rear wheel only, 20-inch bright machined and matte black low gloss painted alloy wheels. So you can see what that looks like there. Also, those you can see that's painted on those hubs, covers and everything as well. So it looks a little unique and different. You will get, for the dualies, F350 dualies, 17-inch forged polished aluminum wheel with the bright hub covers. So all your dualies will be like that on your F350s. The inner wheels will be steel on the back. Now your F450s will all come with the 19.5-inch forged polished aluminum wheels with the bright covers on those hubs. And again, those inner wheels in the back will be also steel on those. You will get manual locking hubs for these. Of course, these are all standard 4x4, 4-wheel disc brakes with ABS as well. Tire pressure monitoring system on all your F250s and F350s. Also, you're going to get the unique platinum fender badge over here on the side. So that's unique to that trim there. So it's going to look pretty cool, nice and bright there on the side. Probably be a satin finish as well, just like most of the things on this. Now, the mirror. Power folding mirror, so it'll fold in towards the glass to kind of help protect it in those different situations in parking lots. In fact, it has an auto fold, so when you lock it up, it's going to auto fold in there. Also, power scope trailer tow mirrors, which means it'll power those out and in when you need them to. Also, power heated glass. You're going to get the turn signal indicator on the outside. You're going to also get a high-intention security approach lamp that lights the ground beside the vehicle. You also get the LED spotlights as well, so those double as spotlights over here. And then you'll notice the chrome mirror caps on the top up there too. Notice the door handles. There'll be a satin chrome finish on those door handles. Oh, before I get into that, let's talk about another feature that's included in this. It's part of the Copilot 360 2.0 features, and that is the Bliss with cross-traffic alert, including trailer monitoring. So what it's going to do is it's going to monitor the blind spot for your truck, and if you have a trailer, the blind spot of a trailer as well, and let you know by putting a light in the corner of the mirror. Now, if you don't have your trailer connected and you're backing the vehicle up, cross traffic alert, someone crosses your path behind you, it's going to alert you and let you know there's someone in that area, and they're going to back up into them. Series of tones and a message on the productivity screen telling you that they are behind you. So that's pretty cool as well. You get the power deployable running boards over here on the side. Includes the front splash guards or mud flaps on your F350 dualies. So you're going to have that as well. That's unique to that. Again, you mentioned your door handles are going to be a chrome with the body colored surround. So it's going to be unique to this one. Also, you're going to get intelligent access. So you don't have to get the keys out. Just put your hands in the door handle. It unlocks the vehicle. Press the little knob on the outside. It locks it when you get out. Also, you get remote start. So with close enough proximity, you can use that remote to remote start the vehicle and get it nice and warm for you. The single rear wheels will get a wheel well liner in there as well. And then on the back here, 4x4 decal on the back. You'll also notice the step integrated in. That's new for this model year. So you're going to see that back there as well as here on the back bumper too. And then privacy glass on these back windows and your back glass. Speaking of the back glass, it does have power sliding rear window with rear defrost back here. And those lights, the LED lights on those back of the cab, the center high mounted stoplight, as well as the cab lights back there. You'll also notice the camera. We'll get into that in just a little bit when we get to the camera system. Also, the tailgate, remote tailgate release, remote up and down. So power tailgate completely. So up and down. You'll also notice the chrome handle here with the body colored surround. Also, the platinum look on the back. It's going to have a satin finish to that back applique on the tailgate too. So very specific to that. Body colored rear bumper back here with reverse sensing with brake assist. So basically if you're backing up, it's going to alert you. If you don't stop, the brake assist will help stop you. And also you're going to have a rear view camera so you can be able to see as you're backing up. Also, you're going to get on the tailgate step too. So that way you can lower that down. It comes with a handle as well so you get in and out of it. And when you do have that tailgate down, if you're backing up, maybe to a fifth wheel, something like that, or backing up to, you have a load that you're backing up to something, this has a new exclusive. No other vehicle has it. The tailgate down camera system. So this is great. Now being introduced into this model year, tailgate down cameras. There's a camera on top of the tailgate so you can see as you're backing up. Also, let's see here, rear bumper body color, LED tail lights as well back here. So you're going to have that. Also, you're going to have the chrome exhaust tip too. So if I go around to the side, chrome exhaust tip as well is included with this. And you're going to get the trailer tow package. Comes with 4-pin and 7-pin wiring. It's going to give you also for your F250s, you're going to get the 2.5-inch built Ford Tough trailer hitch receiver. And for all the single rear wheels, I should say, all your dualies are going to get the 3-inch built Ford Tough trailer hitch receiver as well. Whether it be, the gas or the diesel, the gas on the F350 dually or the diesel, it'll get that hitch on it. Trailer sway control as well, and integrated trailer rate controller too. And then, of course, don't forget spare tire and wheels. Going to locate it up underneath there. Inside the bed, 4 tie downs in there. As well, you'll get the box link system, standard equipment with 4 lockable cleats, the LED box lighting, and does cut the Pro Power on board with a 2 kilowatt Pro Power on board. Class exclusive. No other Super Duty has that setup there. We're seeing this on the F-150 now on introducing the Super Duty standard on the Platinum trim here for you. Now, that's all the exterior features that I think I can talk about. Let's go inside and talk about some interior features now. All right, now looking at the interior of the vehicle, of course, dedicated interior for the Platinum trim here. As you're getting in, you're going to get scuff plates with the Platinum logos on those. So King Ranch, Platinum, Limited all have their own dedicated logo and scuff plates. You will get carpeted flooring with the specific floor mats that are for the Platinum Edition. You also get ambient lighting in here. It's going to be one color, and I think it's the ice blue in here that lights up those, the little compartment, the media hub in there, as well as the footwells and such. Also, you do have unique panel up here. So let's check that out. So you're going to see unique interior. You're going to see that kind of that satin finish over here on there, as well as you can see the console is going to be unique with the Platinum badging on there. And even on the dash, it's going to be very unique and dedicated. The doors as well, dedicated to the Platinum with the silver look to it and that satin finish look to it in there. So pretty cool on how that looks, even on the steering wheel itself where it says Platinum there. So very dedicated interior look here and finish for the Platinum Edition. For your seats, unique Platinum leather seats here, bucket seats in the front with the flow-through console as well, and then the rear bench seat back here. Crew cab is standard, as we talked about. You will, for the front seats up here, heated and ventilated front seats. So ventilated means it's pulling that air through, cooling it off instead of using a cooling agent and such like that. Multi-contoured seats, which means that the lumbar itself can adjust in several different places. So that's what multi-contour means. So the head restraint not only goes up and down, but forward and back too. So You do get easy and entry and exit seat for the driver's seat, which means that when you shut the vehicle off, that seat can go back. You can also set it to just stay in position. You can activate. You can activate and deactivate that. You also get driver memory, which memorizes the seat, position of your mirrors, position of your steering wheel, and the pedals. We'll get into those other two features in just a second. In the back, crew cab, of course, 60/40 split bench seat. That seat back splits. You can pull that forward, lay it down if you need to. Those seat cushions itself come up as well. 60/40 split there for those, with the partitioned lockable storage under there, which means those positions will lock into place. That's what that means. So you can have underseat storage there. And then that armrest there comes out of the middle backrest. You can see the loop at the top up there. You have that there, and so that way you can actually lay that down. 2 cup holders in there, head restraints for all 3 positions back here in the back as well. See, I think I covered everything on that. You do get heated seats on those 2 outside seats as well. Those controls will be on the console. Speaking of that, back there, you'll also get a 400-watt outlet back there. So, regular 110 outlet is what I like to call it, as well as some USB ports as well back there, and I think a power point as well in the back. And you'll get a power point inside the console too. Now, moving around, you will get for the front, you'll get, in the back also for your jack, you'll get for all your F250 and F350 single rear wheel, it will be a 3-ton mechanical jack. And for your dualies, you'll get a 4-ton hydraulic jack. It's going to come standard. For your windows, you get power windows with 1 touch for those front windows, which means you just hard press it down. They're going to go down. You don't have to hold it, as well as come up with those 2. Your locks, power locks with auto lock and unlock, which means when you start going, it's going to automatically lock the doors for you. That's actually something you can activate too in your lock settings of your vehicle settings screen. Power adjustable pedals, they'll come forward and back. They're included in with your driver memory, so it can positions those where you need it to. Power tilt and telescoping steering wheel will electronically go up and down, forward and back, towards you and away from you. And again, that all is worked on your driver memory. So it's your seat, steering wheel, your pedals, and your mirrors are all work on the driver memory settings that you can program. You can see actually those buttons over here by your power lock right there. Your steering wheel is a leather wrap steering wheel dedicated to the platinum trim. So it's going to be the same color there as that one. So black onyx there with the stitching that's going to match up with the accent color here. On the steering wheel, you're going to have redundant audio controls. You're going to also have your cruise control as well. We'll talk a little bit about that in just a second. And you're going to have the heat feature on the steering wheel. Forgot to mention that. And you're going to have this nice big 12-inch productivity screen here for you, with off-road capability program settings and off-road screens. Off-road, I just said off-road. Off-road and towing, I should say, for that. Heads-up display as well is going to be standard equipment on the Platinum, so you're going to have the heads-up display where that can show up, like your navigation settings, speed, that kind of thing, on the glass. It looks like it's like right on the road for you, so it's going to be real nice to have that as well there. Now, for your cruise control, it is the intelligent adaptive cruise control. So what that means is if you have the adaptive cruise, you set that cruise, you come up behind somebody, you're going to slow you down to go their speed until you can safely resume, and it'll do it. So you don't have to even press your brake or anything or resume on that. It'll work, even stop and go. So if you're in stop and go traffic, it'll bring you to complete stop. They take off, you're going to resume as well. Most cases, I know my F-150, it resumes itself. I don't have to hit the resume button as they speed up. And then the intelligent part of that is that it sees the speed signs as well. So you can set a tolerance over the speed limit. I tend to like to go 5 miles an hour over, so I hit my tolerance of +5. If I'm in a 70 mile an hour zone, I'm running along at 75. If that speed sign changes, like construction or something, to 60, it's going to slow you down to go 65. So it can save you from getting any kind of speeding tickets if you're not paying attention there. So that's pretty cool on how that works as well. And then you do have the push button start as well. So it's actually going to be located, let me go a little bit bigger here. It's actually located behind the steering wheel here, so you can't see it there. Trailer brake controller is right here. Also, you do have your drive modes, is that dial right there. And then you do have your 4x4 shift on the fly is right there, electronic shift on the fly. So you're going to have the 2 high, 4 high, and 4 low right there. Dual zone climate control, so the driver and front passenger have 2 different temperatures. And for your audio controls, now to talk about this, B&O Unleashed sound system, the Bang & Olufsen with 18 speakers, has HD radio as well, including also a subwoofer there. Sirius XM satellite radio with 360L is also included, and there's speakers all over the place in this. So you can see there's a speaker over here. There's all kinds of speakers here. Even the headrest have speakers in those on the front headrest. So pretty cool on how that works. Sync 4, the enhanced Sync 4 system with enhanced voice recognition system gets you the 12-inch touchscreen, the information on demand, which means over here on the right side of that, right here on the right side, you can have, audio, whatever. You can flip through several different things and just slide over. You just slide over it with your hand with that, and it's going to bring that display over there on the left side that's bigger and that more of the 8-inch screen side. And you can expand this. If you have this on navigation, you want to see it more, down here there's an expand button that expands it for the whole 12-inch touchscreen if you want to. So a lot of features there go along with that, including wireless Android Auto and Apple CarPlay, and Bluetooth connectivity, digital owner's manual, conversational voice commands, which means you don't have to press the button. You can actually say OK forward or OK forward pass, and it starts to listen, so you can give it the voice commands. Also, the connected built-in navigation, which means you get 3 years of service of the navigation with the built-in connected one. Rear view mirror up here is auto dimming, so it means it'll dim that mirror if the cars come behind you with those bright lights. Overhead console bin there with map lights. Also get upfitter switches too. So those different upfitter switches, we'll show you an image of that later. And when we get into optional equipment, as we go through the list, you can actually see what that looks like. The visors, you do have the driver and front passenger have illuminated vanity mirrors for those. And you do have universal garage openers that are going to be located on the driver's mirror. So different transmitters can be programmed, up to 3 different ones on those. Talking about different adjustments and powering connectivity here. You have a power point up here on the dash. You also have a 110 outlet there as well, a 400 watt outlet. And you're going to have USB ports there in the media hub area, as well as a wireless charging pad too. And then don't forget, you do get the Ford Pass Connect. Allows you to stay connected to your vehicle using the Ford Pass app. Free app you download, which is really great. So you can just download that. You can remote start the vehicle from anywhere. You can unlock your vehicle, schedule remote start times, see the tire pressure on all your tires within the app, see what fuel you have, even where your vehicles are located, all through that app. So it's a real nice app. You need to download, free to use app, connect your vehicle up, and that kind of thing. So that's almost all of the standard features. So there are 3 packages that are also standard on the Platinum Edition, and so we're gonna actually I've recorded videos on these packages because they're optional in other trims. So I'm gonna kind of play those three packages features and what's included in those packages next. So the 360-degree camera package is standard equipment as well. Also, you get the tow technology package is standard, and on all your F-250s, the 10K GVWR package. So those packages are all included as standard equipment on the Platinum Edition. So let me go ahead and play those videos for you, those clips, so you can see what's included in each one of those packages before we get into the optional packages. Let's talk about the 360-degree camera package. As you see there, this package is standard on the Lariat, King Ranch Platinum Unlimited, is available on the XL and XLT. So this does require on the XL the driver assistance package as well. So this in here is going to give you the 360-degree camera, so you can see completely around the vehicle. As you can see in the left over in that picture right there, you can see all the way around you. Also, you're going to get one bigger view for the front or backup camera there. Also, you can see here it does mention the trailer 360 camera capabilities and the wiring for that as well. So part of job 2 is going to be having to be able to do the 360-degree view of the trailer itself. New technology for this year that's being introduced into the Super Duty. So if you're wanting that capability, that is a job 2. So it'll be available in spring. So you will make sure, if you want that, you can configure your vehicle, add this to it, but it won't be available until with that feature until job 2. So you want to make sure your dealership leaves that as a priority 99, so it does not be looked at for scheduling if you really want this part of this package. If you don't care about that, then go ahead and add this package, and then it just won't have those capabilities. So keep that in mind. Also, you do have the Bliss with cross traffic alert and the Bliss with the trailer coverage. So basically, it's going to monitor the blind spot of the vehicle. So if there's a vehicle in your blind spot, it's put to light in the corner of that mirror, unless you know it's not safe to go in that lane at that time. Also, if you have a trailer, it's going to monitor the blind spot of the trailer. And then also you do have the cross traffic alert. So if you're backing up, someone cross your path behind you, it's going to alert you as well. Putting that light in the corner of that mirror, message on there, and a series of tones that it's not safe to back up. Also, you get the rear parking sensors with reverse sensing with brake assist. So as you're backing up, it's going to alert you if you get close to anything. And if you don't stop, don't pay attention, it's going to brake the vehicle for you. And also upgrades the center high mounted stoplight to an LED on the back of that cab back there. So again, this package 1150 does require, don't forget, does require a couple things. Depends on what different configuration you have. Now let's talk about the tow technology package. Now this package is standard on the King Ranch Platinum and Limited, but it's available on the XL, XLT, and the Lariat trims. And on the XL and XLT does require to have the 360-degree camera package, which is optional. And on the XL also requires the driver assistance package too. So keep that in mind for those. Now, what's included in this package? Now, you do get the lane keeping assist on this package for most of your trims. So you will see here the XL two-wheel drives, it's not included. Now, let me talk about the lane keeping assist before I tell you which ones are not included here. So lane keeping assist will actually help you keep you in your lane. And will also give you a driver alert feature. Now, there is lane departure warning that you see down there that's available only XL there, and that's going to, as you leave your lane, it's going to alert you and let you know you left your lane by vibrating the steering wheel. The assist actually keeps you in your lane. So on the XL two-wheel drives, that part of it is not available, as well as an XL, XLT, and Lariat 4x4s with a regular cab and the super cab short bed and the dually. The super cab dualies. So the feature will not be available on those configurations. You also get the Pro Trailer Backup Assist. You see in that picture there where he's using the dial, he basically controls the trailer itself, and then the steering wheel takes care of everything. Trailer reverse guidance, also, it's going to alert you, and it's going to let you see the side of the trailer as you're backing up the trailer. So you can see on both sides of that a little bit closer view, so you can kind of see exactly what's going on over there. A $925 for this package, and again, is available for you. Now let's talk about the F250 10K GVWR package. Now this is standard on the Lariat, King Ranch Platinum and Limited, but is available as optional equipment on the XL and XLT. And just like you'd expect, it does upgrade the payload back there to giving you an increase in the GVWR for heavy payload. So that is something that you might want to, upgrade $100. It looks like there to add that up there. So on your F250s, upgrade the GVWR package. You want to make sure that they add this to your build. So now let's go ahead and talk about the different powertrains that are optional for you. Now remember, F250 and F350s single end dualies are going to come standard with the V8 gas engine. So you can see optional engines for you. You can upgrade to the 6.7 liter Power Stroke diesel engine for $10,000, and then you can go up to the high output Power Stroke turbo diesel engine for basically $12,500. So you can upgrade to either one of those if you have an F250 or F350 single or dually there. Now, if you're F450 is going to come standard with the 6.7 liter Power Stroke diesel engine with the standard pricing that you see. You can upgrade on the F450 to the 6.7 liter high output Power Stroke diesel engine. New engine for this year for $2,500. From the standard F450 pricing. So those are your options for your engines. Now let's go down here and talk about the different the gear ratios here. Now we're going to actually go in and look at different ones individually. So we're going to talk about the F250 first. As you can see here, the F250, the 7.3 liter is going to come standard with a 373 non-limited slip axle right here. So that's what's available for that. But you can see as optional equipment, you can get a electronic locking 373 for $430. Or you can get a 430 electric locking. So this one here, this 331, is not available on an F250. So just keep that in mind. So you can upgrade for those if you'd like to. So now let's talk about for the diesel for a second. So if we go up to the 6.7 liter diesel, and it doesn't matter if it's a 6.7 or the high output diesel engine, either one, you'll notice you get the 331 non-limited slip axle for the F250s, but you can, as optional equipment, get the 331 e-locker. So that's where you get the 331. So if I had selected that earlier on the gas engine, it would have asked me to choose the diesel engine. So that's what's optional for you there. Now there is a separate within one of the packages, there is a 355 electronic locker that's going to come standard, but that's on that specific package, which we'll talk about on those packages. Now let's talk about the F350. We're going to go back here. Let's talk about the F350 single rear wheel. Go into that. There you go. And the F350 is pretty similar as well with these different axle ratios. So on this one here, you'll notice that the only difference is on that gas engine that's standard. You're getting a 373 electronic locking differential is going to be standard equipment for your F350 single rear wheels. So that's going to be the biggest difference here instead of being a non-limit slip. But you can also upgrade to the 430 electronic locking axle as well right here. So now if we go into the diesel engine, whether it be the 6.7 or the high output, either one of those, you'll see it goes to a 331 non-limit slip axle. But as an option, you can see 331 electronic locking rear axle as well right there. And of course, again, just like the F250, the 355 e-locker is going to be available within a package. So now let's go back to the F350 dually for a second and go into that so you can kind of see what the gear ratios look like on those. We go down here so you can see I'm getting pretty quick at this. So on the F350 dualies, of course, the gas engine is standard equipment, as we can see here. So on the gas engine, you're going to see it's going to come standard with the 373 limited slip axle. You always see a limited slip on your dualies. So you can see those are only going to be the only options here. Now, standard is going to be 373, but for $430, you can go to the 430 limited slip axle right there if you want to. Now, we'll have the option for these other two when we go and select the diesel engine. So the diesel engine is going to come standard and the 355 non-limited slip axle there on the diesels because it doesn't necessarily need it. But you can go to the limited slip axle for $385 or the 410 limited slip axle for $395. So you have those options right there if you have an F350 dually. Now on an F450 dually, 430 limited slip axle is the only gear ratio you're going to have available for you. That's going to be standard on all your 450s. So that's all your axle options there for you, as well as your engine options. Now let's move into some of these packages. All right, now we start to talk about some different optional packages. We already talked about the tow technology package, the 360-degree camera package is included, and the as well as on the 250s, that 10K GVWR package that's included. I'm going to go here to do this, go back in there so you can see that. So we're going to talk about these different optional packages here. So again, tow technology package, the 360-degree camera package, and that F250 10K GVWR package are standard equipment on your Platinum Edition. But here are these other optional packages, and we're going to talk about those. And actually, I've done clips on all of these already. So I'm going to play those clips back to back for you and show you the different optional packages available for you on the Platinum trim. So here we go. Now let's talk about the Temor off-road package. This is available on XLT on above, other than Limited, of course. And this Temor off-road package does show you some requirements. So a couple things to keep in mind that it is not available with, and this is not available on your 8-foot bed. So not available with the dualies, and not available with your single rear wheel 8-foot beds, and not available with the rear stabilizer bar. So you can also see here some of these requirements here on the screen. It does come with the 4x4. It comes with the in either the 7.3 liter gas engine or the 6.7 high output power stroke diesel engine. So not available with the standard diesel engine. You have to go up to high output. Also requires crew cab configuration as well. So what's included with this? For your gas 7.3 liter engine, you're going to get the 430 electronic locking final drive ratio. On the diesel high output, you're going to come with the 355 electronic locking final drive ratio there. You are going to get upgraded to the 35-inch off-road tires. So better traction, of course. So nice big tires. 18-inch machine and tarnished dark anodized or whatever that's called, low gloss painted alloy wheels. I do like these. They're not a high gloss, more of a low gloss, so really nice. So hopefully will help from too much of that dirt and such collecting on those wheels. You will get upgraded as well. As part of this, you're going to get that 250 on the 250s. This is you're going to get that 10K GVWR package included in here. You do get lane departure warning, which means that if you are going to leave your lane, it's going to alert you by vibrating the steering wheel and let you know you've left your lane. You also get unique front springs, so increases that ride height for you. Also, you're going to get the rear locking differentials, which we already kind of talked about that. You get front limited slip differential. You will get Performance front and rear shocks on this. On the off-road running boards as well, nice textured matte finish. Love those. I like to call them the Raptor running boards. It does get you the skid plates underneath to help protect it for the transfer case, fuel tank, and such. You will get a unique air dam on the front, so it's reduced, so to help for that increased approach angle for you. Water fording vent tubes are also going to be included for your transfer case and axle. And you're going to get the rock crawl mode. So very few times will you see this mode. You're going to get it, see it on the Raptor. You're going to get it on this package here. So a lot of people like that trimmer package. Rock crawl mode. Also get trail control. I always call that cruise control for the trail. It'll keep that speed from 0 to 19 miles an hour while you can just kind of take care of the steering there for you. Also, the trimmer off-road decal. It can be orange here on the side. Kind of see it there a little bit on that image. And you also can get the, there you go. Oop, tried to make it a little bit bigger, but it didn't work here. Okay. Exit out of that. There we go. Go back into this. Sorry about that. Try to get a closer image there. Also for the trimmer off-road decal, black and gray with the sport on it. If you have the sport package, I'd assume. And then also you do have the conventional road wheel for the spare. And then you will hit, and the spare tire will be an 18-inch as well for that. So a little bit different look there. You can upgrade to get the available power running boards. I believe that's on the Lariat and above models. So again, down here, not available with the 8-foot bed or the dually or the rear stabilizer bar. So $43.75 for that package. And that is available on the XLT, Lariat, King Ranch, and Platinum editions. Let's talk about the Fx4 Off Road Package. And this package is available on pretty much all of the different trim levels. It does require the 4x4 though for you. And kind of some other requirements here. It does also require the all-terrain tires on the F250 and F350. And on the F450, you can see a different tire configuration there as well. And then also does require the electronic locking differential on the single wheel and limited slip axle on the dually. So you'll need to make sure you select those when you select the Fx4 package. So the package includes the hill descent control, which helps you out, again, coming down from different hills. You know, if you're off-road and such, it's very nice to have that. You also get the off-road specifically tuned front and rear shock absorbers to handle the up and down, the terrain that you're going to have there. They'll be hold up a lot better having those off-road tuned front and rear shocks. Also get front skid plates for the transfer case and fuel tanks to kind of protect them from any kind of punctures and such. And you're going to also get the unique Fx4 off-road box decal as well. So again, this package $495 should be about the same price on all the different trim levels, and it's available for you. So now let's talk about the snowplow prep package. Now this is available in about all of your trims. Does require to have 4x4 to get this, and this includes some pretty cool features. So you'll get the computer selected spring for the snowplow application. So again, these are people that plan to put that snowplow on the front. It does upgrade those springs and such for a snowplow. Also upgrades your alternator. So 190 amp alternator for your 6.8 liter gas and your 7.3 liter gas engines, and 250 amp alternator for your 6.7 liter diesel engines. Also does give you the rapid heat supplemental cab heater for your diesel engines. And as you can see down there, if you want to upgrade on those gas engines, you can upgrade to the 250 amp like you see on the diesels as well. Now, keep also in mind that this package is not available with your heavy service front suspension package or your trimmer off-road package, but it's available for you especially if you plan to have a snowplow on the front. That's a great package for you to add. Now let's talk about the camper package. This package is available in the XL, XLT, and Lariat. Also available on the King Ranch and Platinum dualies. So on those two vehicles, that's kind of how it's separated out. If just kind of help you understand that a little bit better. Now this also is not available with the single rear wheel 4x4. Just so you know that on the vehicle. So just keep that in mind too with that configuration there. Also not available with the 20-inch wheel and tires, and not available with the Fx4 off-road package or the trimmer off-road package, because both of those are single rear wheel 4x4s, right? Makes sense. All right. Now for this, what's included in this, you're getting upgraded extra heavy duty front springs for the 2-wheel drive. So 2-up upgrade above the springs that have been computer selected based on other selected options. Also on the 4x4s, you're going to get the heavy duty front springs, a 1-up upgrade on those spring above what's already selected. So keep that in mind. Also, rear auxiliary springs on the F250 only, and because those are standard on the F350, and also rear stabilizer bar on the single wheel wheels. So just keep that in mind as well. So 2-wheel drive, like basically XL, gets a rear stabilizer bar. So you also get a slide-in camper certification as well. So this is basically meant for those that want to put a camper in the back of it. $160 for that if you want to add it. You will notice that sometimes they might actually tell you that it's a good idea to add this package because of getting the upgraded front springs with it. So just keep that in mind if you see that notification or them recommending you to add this package. All right, let's talk about the snowplow and camper package together. This is a package available on the XL, XLT, Lariat, and King Ranch dually. So that means it's basically available on the XL, XLT, Lariat, single and dually, but on the King Ranch only as part of the snowplow package and the camper package both. So if you watch the last 2 clips, you got this part. So it does give you the computer selected springs for the snowplow application for putting the snowplow on there. Also does upgrade your alternator, 190 amp alternator for your gas engines, and 240 or 250 amp, I should say, alternator for the diesel engines. Also gives you auxiliary, the rear auxiliary springs, rear stabilizer bars as well. Also gives you the slide-in camper certification, and it upgrades your front springs up 1 upgrade for that as well, giving you upgraded springs. And do keep in mind, just like with the other packages, it's not available with the Temor Off Road Package or the heavy service front suspension package or your 20-inch wheels. So again, this package, if you're wanting kind of, hey, I want the snowplow and the camper, well, they have their own package. Kind of saves you a little bit of money there. $305 for this package. Now let's talk about the heavy service front suspension package. Now this package is available on all of your different trims, and what it's going to do is it's going to upgrade your front springs on the vehicle. So, you know, similar to what you did see in the snowplow prep package, which is the reason why it's not compatible with that. You get the upgraded front springs, and it's not also available with the Temor off-road package. And the whole goal behind this is to upgrade those front springs if you plan to put, you know, like a heavy-duty winch on the front or brush guard or something like that. You know, you can upgrade it a little bit, upgrade that front suspension for you. So again, available on any of your trims. Now let's talk about for your F250s, this F250 high capacity axle upgrade package, available in the XL, XLT, Lariat, King Ranch, and Platinum. So pretty much all of them but the limited. And does require you to have one of the 2 diesel engines, whether it be the standard diesel that we've been seeing or the new high output Power Stroke diesel engine. Requires one of those 2 engines. Now this is going to upgrade, as you can see there, it does give you the 11.6-inch axle upgrade. Also does give you the F250 greater than 10K GVW package. So you're going to get all the features already included in that package, and increases your GVWR up to 11,400 pounds. So again, this is a nice little package to have. Really upgrades your payload capacity in a sense, and some axle ratio upgrades too. So really nice how that works. So real nice package. So that might be something you might want to think about adding to your F250s. Another package I want to talk about is the 5th wheel Gooseneck hitch prep package. Can't get this in the pull-up on the build and price either. Now this package here is available it's standard on the limited and standard on your F450s, but is optional on your XL, XLT, Lariat, King Ranch, and Platinum trims if you want to add this package to them. Just so you know, not available with your bed mat or your drop-in bed liner for you. So what's going to be included in this? You're going to get 5 pickup bed attachment points for plugs, or with plugs, I should say. So you're going to have attachments. So this is going to basically be ready to go. If you want to put a 5th wheel in it or a gooseneck, you're going to have that capability. So it's going to have 4 holes, in a sense, pre-drilled for you to be able to put the 5th wheel hitch in there, and also a center one for your gooseneck and for your hooks, for those hooks there. And also it's going to give you the wiring in the bed. So you're going to get all that in there, 7-pin wiring already attached to the sidewall there. And this really allows you to upgrade. So now it does not include, so this is a prep package, does not include the 5th wheel hitch, and does not include the gooseneck hitch. So you'll have to add those as optional equipment but you'll need to have this package included too as well. So keep that in mind. This really kind of upgrades it, allows you to be able to do to pull and haul more. And again, you can upgrade with the Reese fifth wheel hitch kit that's available, and the Gooseneck hitch that's available. So you'll definitely want to make sure you check that out and check out all the different capabilities and the numbers for you if you're wanting to add this package to your truck. So let's start talking about some exterior options. These are standalone options, which means they're available on their own. You just add them to that. So now I will tell you about first these power boards. So you'll see here that is actually selecting, because it is the power deployable running boards are standard equipment for all of your platinum editions. But if you go to the trimmer package, it gives you these textured matte finish running boards. But if you go to that package, you want the power boards, then you can get those. So that's why it's showing here as optional. You can upgrade if you want on the trimmer package to those power boards if you'd like to. So I want to make sure everybody knows about that. Now down here, some of these options we're going to talk about, I would recommend getting afterwards because they will hold up your builds, and we'll talk about which ones they are. Now splash guards, some models are holding up builds. They are included with your dualies, as we mentioned, with the power boards. So you're going to have those, but otherwise they are optional on your single rear wheels. So it's showing in there's optional equipment for you. Also your bed covers. So these aluminum or toolbox, aluminum toolboxes, a couple different options here. I would recommend you leave them off. Last year, that was actually holding up builds until Ford told people to take those off their builds because it takes them longer to build those because they actually have to install those by somebody off site. So I'd recommend you just put those later. You can get them through Ford Accessories and install them yourself or have your dealership do it. Same way with these bed covers. So you have 3 different options: soft folding, hard folding, or retractable bed covers. Again, I would get those later. They are holding up builds as well. And even at the beginning will, but for the same reason of those toolboxes, they have to install those off-site. Same way with these bed liners. So drop-in liner and the spray-in liner. Couple of different options here. Again, we don't see drop-in liners holding up too much, but again, can be installed later, and that's how I recommend that. Bed mat is also an accessory you can get later and can be installed yourself, right? You just put it in the truck. So that's something else that I would get later if you'd like. Now, talking about these others though, the individual trailer TPS trailer pressure monitoring system, you can put that for your monitor the tires. You might want to go ahead and get that from the factory. Maybe hard to obtain that aftermarket world there. I'm not sure. As well as this customer placed trailer camera system that you would install yourself, I believe, or the dealership would, because you put it on your trailer. But you wouldn't want to get it from the factory, and those two things should not be holding up your builds if you want to add those to them. So you want to make sure that's an option you might want to choose if you think you might want that. Moving down, wheel well liners. We talked about the rear ones are available. If you want front and rear, then you can add that. Last year that did hold up a few builds, so it might be something you might think about getting afterwards. Again, you should be able to get those through your Ford dealer and have them installed if you'd like to. Now these retractable rear corner bed step and retractable bed side step, so those go on the side over here. Now there's a step there and the step over here. But I think it's back in here if you want to get into it this way if you'd like. There is one now here in the back. So not sure how many people are going to get those now, but you can get those. And they are showing as Ford accessory part here. It doesn't denote whether or not it says pre-installed. So it looks like if you do get that, then Ford would install it at the factory for you. Fifth wheel gooseneck prep kit package. We actually talked about that under the packages. And don't forget, if you get this prep package, that is just the holes in the wiring. You still would need to get the gooseneck hitch or the fifth wheel hitch. So keep that in mind. So this is the gooseneck hitch kit for you that's available for the non-dualies. So you can get this in here as well, and so you'd want to make sure you get it. And you can get that through your Ford dealer, and you install that yourself when you need to. So keep that in mind. The power twin panel moonroof is optional equipment for you, and it would be something you'd want to get at the factory if you're thinking of getting that added to your build. Definitely make sure you add that to your order so the factory can do that. This Warn winch, again, can be installed later if you'd like to. It will be pre-installed if you do put it on your builds. I don't know if it's going to hold anything up. I think it's kind of new for this year, but you can add that if you'd like to. 12,000 pound Warn winch. The wheel locking lug nuts, again, can be purchased. You can get that later if you'd like to. It's not holding up builds. If you want to add it on there, the dealer would actually install that for you when it comes in if you'd like to have that put on your vehicle. Engine block heater, definitely a factory installed option you'd want to do. That is something they'd pre-wire that in for you. So if you want to plug that in, keep it warm, especially those diesels overnight, starts up a little bit easier that way and it'll allow you to use that remote start easier. The transmission power takeoff provision, that is another factory option you'd want to make sure you get from the factory and put it on your order if you're wanting that. The exterior backup alarm, so as you're backing up, it's going to beep. A lot of people like that for construction sites, job sites, that kind of thing. That's probably better to have that installed from the factory if you're going to put that on your truck. So make sure you put that on your order if you want that. Now, the dualies get the clearance lamps like you're seeing here. The single rear wheel do not, but it's optional equipment if you have a single rear wheel. If you want to add it 2 years, you'd want to probably have that installed at the factory as well. So you want to go ahead and make sure you put that on your build for you. There you go. So, and then other exterior options, there is a Ford Pro Upfit integration system, which is new this year. It's optional equipment. I think it allows you to be able to take some things, some accessories and such to put on the truck and wire those right into the screen so you can use the screens for that. So that is a new integration system that's new available for this year. There you go. And that's all of our exterior options. So let's move down to some interior options now. All right, moving to the interior. First, let's talk about the interior options for your seat. So black onyx interior, regardless, you can get, as you're seeing with this, they're the black onyx kind of seats. The platinum seats is what they call it here. Now, you can upgrade if you want to the Marsala. They don't have any images of that yet, or Carmelo unique leather seats. See if we click that, it doesn't change our seat design. So we don't have images of that yet, but that is an option if you want to upgrade to different color seats. You can do that as well. Now, moving down, the all-weather floor mats should not be holding up builds, but are an accessory you can get later. You get them from the factory. Technically, they're just going to throw them in a bag in the back of the truck or in the back seat, but you can get that afterwards if you'd like to. Really up to you on that. It shouldn't hold up your build. You can go with the vinyl flooring if you'd like. That'd be a factory installed option you'd want to do. So if you want, instead of the carpeted flooring, the vinyl, if you know that, hey, this is a platinum truck, but yet I'm going to get it dirty, I'm going to work with it, you can get the vinyl flooring if you'd like to. Max recline seats as well. That'll be a factory installed options. So that allows you to recline that seat back 180 degrees so you can lay down, relax if you need to. Max recline seats last year did hold up some builds on the F-150, so keep that in mind. For that, they may ask you to take that off of your build. It gives you a 10-way power driver and 8-way power passenger seat that reclines back. So keep that in mind. So for your diesels, the rapid heat supplemental cab heater will be an option for you. Not really showing on the 250s, but you can add it to yours. Well, probably once we add the diesel, it'll give you a cost here. But that is available for your diesel engines if you'd like to. So keep that in mind. Also down here, we do have the vehicle safe by Console Vault. So if you want a Console Vault, you can have that added as well. So that is something that is done at the dealer usually, and the dealer would install it for you. So that's something that if you want to do that, you could add that to your build. It shouldn't hold things up, but you could also get it later if you'd like to. So just keep that in mind as well. The only other thing I want to cover that's not in here is that they've added to the order guide a option code for multi-contoured seat removal. So we talked about standard is the multi-contoured seats, but they're putting this in there because I know on the F-150s this has been a constraint last year, and so they're putting the option in there in case they need to because of part issues. They already have the code in there to just add that code to those orders so they can still continue to be scheduled, just to make you aware that that's an option that might need to be added to your build later if they need to help for production. So there you go. I told you it'd be over an hour, and there you go. So a lot of information here. Everything that's standard, all those different packages are standard as well as optional packages. I even covered some axle options for you, and then all the standalone options and optional packages. So very thorough video, as I mentioned. That's why we call it our complete guide videos. So hopefully this did help you out. If you're looking to get a Super Duty, wanting to order a Super Duty, this should hopefully be great information so you know what options you are. So when you go into your dealer, you can just tell them exactly what you want. And hopefully it helps you out too. If you're on the build and price to understand some things, hopefully I did help you out with that too. If I did, go ahead and smash that like button. I'd really appreciate it. If you like this video, you might like some of our other videos. hit the red subscribe button down below so you can get subscribed over to the channel. Hit the notification bell so that way you can also get notified next time we have another video uploaded to our YouTube channel. And don't forget this, we're not actually taking any extra orders on Super Duty because this for 23 model year, we're very limited. We already, Ford's already told us how many allocations we're going to have. And so we, with our local customers and orders, we already have pre-orders. We actually are already kind of full on orders, and we don't want to take orders to somebody that we're not able to fulfill. So we're not taking any extra orders. This video was just to put out there just so you guys have the information, and hopefully this does help you out. If you like this and you want to follow us on social media, we're at McArthur on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. As you can see right there, there's my Linktree account. So if you want to follow me on social media as well, you can do that and find those. And don't forget, check out our live streams on our YouTube channel right here. So if you're subscribed and have the notification, you get notified of that. But every Tuesday night at 7 p.m. Central, we do a live stream where we go over what models are being scheduled for production. So if you have an order put in, it's a great way for you to find out, is Super Duty scheduled this week? We go over that. We also keep you updated on any part constraint issues or some things you need to think about for your orders. If it will, something will help your order get scheduled, or it might get taken off your order. We like to keep you updated on our live stream. So definitely check those out, and you can stay up to date that way. As well as we always have a fun topic each week and keep you updated on different things that's going on in the Ford news world, and that kind of a fun time. Plus, we take your questions live right on the live stream. So if you want to, have some questions, you want to come on the live stream, you can. And if you want to watch it later, it's always recorded and available under the live videos on our YouTube channel. So anyway, I just want to put a plug in there for that, and hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. And we have one more to go over, and that's a limited edition. So hopefully you come back and see that video. And until then, we'll see you later.